Since you guys loved my last video that I made on Sound Bath Sunday, we're gonna do it again. This is Get Ready With Me Sound Bath Edition. And today we are starting at my house and I'm gonna show you how I do things. Let's begin. There is a yoga class right before my sound bath today. So that gives us about a half an hour to get everything set up and to fully start the sound bath. I have a little bit of a system on how I set things up, where things go, also how I pack things up as well. For me, it actually takes probably 10 to 15-ish minutes to set up all the instruments that you usually see me playing in a sound bath. I kind of have my big bowls. The big kahunas already packed up because they are the biggest and the heaviest, so they're already ready to go right here to just be loaded up and brought into the studio. I'll just open one up for you real quick just to show you what I do to make sure that it's a quick process. I have my cute little cushions that you might have seen in my last video. So I like to put them all in here inside the bag so that I don't have a whole bunch of unnecessary things that I have to carry one at a time, just to make things easier. So I have them all stacked up. I also find that putting the mallets and everything in here saves me a lot of time because it's all just in the bag ready to just be whipped out and set up. I actually have them stacked, the cushions stacked inside the bag exactly how I would lay them out for my sound bath. Next thing that I have is this lovely wooden crate, maybe a little bit farther away so you can see. And so I have a blanket that I just completely lay out, just because when I play my alchemy bowls I find that they don't move or slide anywhere. It just kind of helps them have a little bit of something to keep them in place when I'm playing them. I've tried it with and without and I find that this is the best for me. And I also have an old yoga mat that I like to partially roll up just like this, because I don't have the greatest knees, so I need a little bit of cushion in order to, gosh, I look crazy right now. The lighting is crazy. So I need a little bit of extra padding for my knees or else I get uncomfortable as heck during a sound bath. And then I have this cute little meditation bench. It folds up quite conveniently. It's like I am kneeling, but my butt is sitting on here. So it just makes it so much more comfortable. The important thing as a sound healer in a sound bath is for you yourself to be comfortable. I'm just gonna throw all of this stuff in here. I'm also thinking that I'm gonna bring my dad with me today. The past couple of days, another wave of grief. You know, gotta love it. It just comes out of nowhere. So I just feel like I would really like to bring him with me. So by that I mean this guy. He loved bears. He was also a very spiritual person. It's crazy. He didn't really share that too openly with people, but he was incredibly intuitive. One cool thing about my dad that I really love. So we got him this bear. It was actually what he had beside him on his bedside table when he started to decline a couple of days before he passed away. So this was the most important thing for me to grab when we went to his house the day after he passed away. And so yeah, this is what I mean when I say my dad, or my actual dad, which was in a lunch kit, Bigfoot lunch kit. You might think I'm crazy for that, but honestly, if you knew my dad, you know that that would be the most perfect thing ever, and he would be quite pleased to have his ashes be stored in a Bigfoot lunch kit. He really loved sound healing. He was so proud of everything that I was doing when it comes to creating my Cosmic Love Notes brand and all of the things, so I just want to bring him with me today. So in he goes. I also have already at the studio my ocean drum and my swinging chimes and my little LED candles that I like to kind of just decorate however I feel. Trying to decide currently which alchemy bowls that I want to bring. I feel like I have used the Fernway collection, which is like the earthy green vibes, quite a bit lately, so I think I'm going to go surprisingly for the Princess Unicorn colors today. That's just what I'm feeling. Also decided that today is the day that I'm going to bring my crystal singing harp. I've never played it in a sound bath yet, so today is the day. Because last Sunday I had some people asking, where is the crystal harp? And I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I like to kind of practice and get to know my instruments before I put them into my sound baths, and I've been so busy with my website and a bunch of other things that I haven't really spent a whole lot of time with the harp. But you know what, we're just gonna wing it. It's okay to do that sometimes and experiment and just see what people like, because you know what, they will tell you. If you ask them at the end of the sound bath what their favorite sound was or their favorite instrument or whatever, they will always tell you, and that's the best kind of feedback as a sound healer, because you never really know. We are our own worst critics and we judge ourselves all the time, and something that we think might have been the worst thing that we could have done in a sound bath, afterwards people are like, oh my goodness, that was the best, that was so amazing. So just ask your people, they will tell you, and they're gonna love anything that you do, because it's just such a beautiful experience, and it's a beautiful thing about sound healing. So there you have it. Ooh, I'm having a little bit of a golden moment here with the sun. Oh, crazy. So there you have it. I switched them out. We're going Princess Unicorn colors today. So now we just have to load everything up into the car, which is the fun part, because these bad boys are freaking heavy. Very heavy instruments, but amazing and so worth it. So yeah, we're gonna go do that, and by the time we are done loading everything up into the car, it'll be time to head down to the Hearts Peak Collective studio. So let's do this. Okay people, everything's loaded up in the car. Making our way to Hearts Peak Collective for Sound Bath Sunday. My favorite day of the week, and let me tell you something, I need this just as much as my people do, for real. That's the beautiful thing about sound healing, is not only does it help the participants that show up to your sound bath, it also helps you as well. There's been so many times where after I do a sound bath, and while I'm cleaning up all of my instruments, or even on the drive home, or even a little bit later once I'm chilling out at home, I have a huge release of whatever has been storing itself within my body. That's a positive thing, because we don't want all of that stress and trauma and whatever it is just storing itself within your tissues and your organs, along your vagus nerve, creating a bunch of adhesions and whatnot. You want to get rid of that, or gently get it moving and break things up. So I'm just about to turn into Blairmore, and I will come back once we are there at Hearts Peak Collective. What is on my lip?
Seem to have died. I've come to realize
is a wrap on Sound Bath Sunday. Grateful that you are following along, and thank you for joining me today. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.